Welcome, Wargamers, to another Copenhagen Battle Games video. I'm your host Morten, and today we are looking at some new miniatures. Basically what I've done, this week is that I finished painting Murin. As you may remember, I started doing him last week, and he is finished, and he's actually the only thing I've managed to paint. It just happens these days that I don't have much time to paint every week, so generally it seems like it's 1 or 2 miniatures a week that I can get done, and that's unfortunately just how it is right now. But you get to look at him anyway, and we'll also look at some miniatures that I'm preparing to paint, and then some new purchases, just so there's something in the video other than one miniature, so I think that's a good way to do it. So let's take a look at Morten. And here we have Murin from the Morten and Dwarves set. And of the two in this set, Murin is the sword and shield guy of the two Iron Hill Dwarves. As you can see, as presented as an Iron Hill Dwarf, he obviously has the raven on his shield. And as you may have noticed, as usual, maybe specifically in regards to the Games Workshop paint job, is that they gave him a green shield with, I believe, gold around it, but I gave him an iron shield with gold, because, as I've said many times, I have one color that is not allowed in my dwarf army, and that is green, and that is just the principle I decided to run with at some point, that there should be no green in my dwarf army, so it's all browns and blues and reds, and really just any color that isn't green. So I'm pretty happy with this model. It's not my favorite pose of like a model or anything, but I'm happy with the paint job and how he turned out. I mean, it's pretty standard. I mean, the way you paint it is almost essentially the same way as you paint Dra, who, as it says in the Games Workshop fluff, is these are original characters. Murin and Dra are not brothers. They are just two friends who usually fight together, and that is why, as I also said in the other video, I felt like they didn't need the same hair color, that I could give them 2 different hair colors to make them more distinct from one another. So Murin has a red beard, while Dra has a blonde beard. And that is basically what I've done with them. That's those are the differences. Pretty simple to paint. I'm happy with the end result, yeah. So that means that now I have Murin and Dra, my first 2 heroes from Durance Folk, which now means that I can use miniatures from the Durance Folk list in my dwarf army. Now, as you might remember from a few months past, the only Durance Folk models I have painted are 4 dwarf rangers, which I painted up for our battle companies. So obviously, that means I have 8 dwarf rangers still yet to paint. How about I work on them next? That seems like a good idea. I'll be back in a moment, and I'll have lined them up for you. And here we have the next 8 Dwarf Rangers. And basically they have been primed, and they have gotten their bases done. I decided to vary it up a bit with the bases, so as you see, usually my dwarves have some sort of, as you see in this one for example, a trace of some kind of tiles or bricks on the ground to say that they're near dwarf ruins. Not all of these have that, because as they're rangers, they do travel a bit further out than the rest of the dwarves. So that means that some of them also have some different terrain. For example, this guy is up on a bit of a hill here, a bit of rocks and sand and dirt. It's going to be interesting to paint and make look good. This guy has put his foot up to get a bit of a better look. He's stepping up somewhere. This guy's also balancing on 2 stones. Some of them are just simply on the ground, in pretty simple. And yeah, I mean, there's not much to say about these, but I expect, unless my mood changes or something, that these 8 are what I'm going to be doing next. And I really hope that I can just make myself power through them and do them all before going to the next thing. That's the plan anyway. Leave nothing behind. So do these 8, and what should I do after those? Well, as you remember, I have over here a bit of a paint queue. Now, all of these might go a little bit back. As you've seen, there are many things over here in the next project thing. You can see there's a leftover bonfire, whatever, from the 3 thrones, so that needs to be painted up. Gandalf as my last hero from the Escape from Goblin Town set. Then I have Bilbo and Thorin, which needs to be painted up for my dwarf army. And then I have my what's his name? Oh, not Narsak. Fimble? No. Yasnik needs to be painted up. But I figured I'd focus on my dwarf army right now, which means that once these are painted up, I will be doing these. What is this? These are 2 boxes of Warden teams. Might as well just look at this. Dwarf Vault Warden teams. Obviously I won't be painting them with any green, as that is against the Morten rules. So I have two teams of those. And then I've also bought this. And that is a command set. So that has the Dwarf Banner Bearer, the Dwarf Captain, the Warhorn guy, and the Shield Bearer. And of all of these, I think the Shield Bearer is the one I'm the most interested in, because he's slightly more unique than like a captain. Because, I mean, yeah, Dwarf Captain's fine, but I mean, I have a Grimhammer's Captain and what's it called? Captain of Erebor. So I already have some like generic captains, where Shield Bearer is, I think he's slightly more interesting. So I'm especially interested in him, but I won't paint them all up for my army for options, you know. So those are my plans. I hope you enjoyed what you saw this week. It wasn't obviously much painted. Hopefully I can get some models painted up for next week. I'm crossing my fingers. If I don't, here's what I'm going to say. If I don't get at least 2 done, then I'm just going to skip next week and then post a video the week after where I'll have more than that done. Because there's no point in showing you like 1 Dwarf Ranger a week, so I'll definitely do them. I think I'll do them in pairs. So maybe I should do 4 at a time, just to feel like I'm getting more done. Maybe that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do all 8 at once. Maybe I'll do them 4 at a time. Yeah, we'll see. But that's the plan anyway. So please, thank you for watching. That's what it's called. Thank you for watching, and please comment, like, share, and subscribe. Support your Hobbit hobby. And here is Murin, and happy strategy battle gaming. Do a big car!